Okay, so we're really getting into the depths of manufacturing here, and seeing this floor, oh my god, those boxes and stuff are lit up like Christmas trees. I never noticed that till now. But seeing this whole floor here just in action it's mind-blowing. Like, if I let time go, look at all that stuff that's going out. You know, we're shipping a lot of stuff out. So let's go onto this floor. It's pretty amazing that we're actually moving this type of stuff out on scale in only just the 99 to 95 era. Although not revolutionary, we are printing off stuff nonetheless. So I know it's not revolutionary, I'm more than aware of that. Okay, this definitely needs a press build, and a rather bloody good one. Oh, we got one follower. One is more than none, that's why I'm happy about having one follower on it. And there's a lot of interest on it, it's just it's a new machine. People haven't got a chance to actually see if it works. And they've never heard of us making these yet, so they're a little skeptical, reasonably enough. Looks amazing, all features, no word on when it will release. Yep, that's fine. Closest this time, we'll give them an update on that. Okay, I've just ate the mint that I was chewing on because that was not good for audio quality. For some dumb reason, I had a mint before the episode and it's still in my mouth, so I was like, oh, I can chew this, I'll be fine. Can't, just couldn't do it. I love seeing all of this getting in action. I think I might do something I shouldn't. Do I do it? I mean, I can do it. It might cause a few issues. It's whether we need another line. What I'm thinking of doing is adding to this. I mean, the efficiency though, according to these, is 100%. This one over here is a little less efficient because it has to get out on this line here, directly into the feed, which is basically what it's telling me there is it's not good to do it straight into the feed, which I can understand can be an issue. We got a lot of retirements. Initial amount, value change, yeah, it's not much, but OUT I'll invest a bit more in. Or UOT, I should say. I don't know why I keep saying it wrong. Right, put out that marketing campaign on that. And we'll have another one drawn up. I'm aware that the game time is a bit slower than usual. And that's intentional, it's just so I can keep track of time at a more reasonable pace. I will speed it up now. And I want to look at how much of this we've made. Not that, of this. In stock, 1 million copies. I'll get it up to a few more and then, yeah, I'll give it another month. I want about 2 million in stock, really. I might actually specify. If we go for a maximum of 4 million. No, that's a bit too much. Let's go for a max of 3 mil. I think that's a reasonable range for it. So that's the maximum that we want to ever make. And we'll let them work on that. That's fine. I know we've got a lot of controllers in stock, so I'm not going to do anything with that. That's fine. I do like seeing all those boxes getting sent up. And I do like seeing that it's actually working that. Normally it would have a bug by now, but seems to be working fine. Yeah, it's working, it's moving at least. And it's accessible, so I'm hoping that the maintenance is happening down this area. How are we doing downstairs? Looks like we're doing good. So what I'm going to do at some point is, we've got this floor for these. Got 2 more floors down. I'm going to have to redo this building and redesign a lot of stuff at some point. Especially this floor. This floor is the one problem that's thorn in my back, is what I'll say, and not in the word I want to use instead of my back. Anyway, I could alternatively build another warehouse for printing other things, but I want it all consolidated. So unless there's somewhere on the map, like here could work, to be honest, but it's a bit too big in my opinion. I know I own that spot, so what I'm going to do, we're going to turn that into wind turbines too. Yep. There we go. Get rid of all that. And then what I want to do is grab all of these and just hodoink in the middle. Okay. And then we'll move it over a bit. It's not for moving, is it? Okay, let's test this. If I put exactly where it is right now and go 1 right, it likes that, okay. If I go 2 down, I can't go 2 down. If I go 1 down, right. Let's get it exactly on top of itself again. Okay, and then 1 down. Not for doing it. Right, on top and across 1, 2. Right, it's moved. So let's try and get a windmill in here. Can't get one in. You know what? Get rid of all these. Do it myself. Right. Where? Get me one of these. Right. Where is the closest in this corner it can go? So in theory there. Right. And then you. I want you facing the same way at least. Closest to that and to this is there. And then last one, you. You want some more space. And why are you facing the wrong way? Face that way. Okay. Can we move that forward a bit? No. Right, okay, that's fine. What we can do is do an offset then. And if we do an offset, I should be able to get them all in this land. And then we work out where you can actually go. Okay, so that's in the middle there. Okay, that's looking pretty decent. So then what I want to do is duplicate that where it will let me. Okay, do another row. Then I should be able to, if I can pack this in a bit, I should be able to get another row in there. I keep grabbing that. I think if I move it over 2 sets, I can get 1 more row in. So move it over to here. Okay. This reminds me of the windmills in GTA. I can only imagine how much hell they were to make. Okay. Shuffle this over another 1 maybe. I don't think it can go much more over than it already has. I'm amazed it's even let me get it that far over. Blooming heck. Right. Okay, that's fine. We can work with this. Because what I'll do, if it's letting me copy it, is I'll just build my own there. Right, there we go. We got some wind turbines in. Honestly, putting wind turbines down, who would have guessed it'd be so difficult? I do like how they all face one exact direction, no matter how you face them, though. It is kind of cool seeing that happen. Honestly, right. Got 6 followers on the Phoenix box, which is quite a lot of followers actually. So that's quite good. I'm happy with that amount. I do know that eventually when we come to changing that room, it'd be cheaper to put all the stuff in storage and reassemble it that way. So I will bear that in mind when I come to doing this room again. Another thing I'll bear in mind is when we go up here, I'm going to just dupe this, shift it up a couple of floors, and then add floors to this. And then we'll work it out as we go along with it, really. Right. Let's have a look at software. So we got these all here. I'm going to assemble a cube production team now. So I'm going to do that, the cube. Okay. And this is going to all fall under the cube team. I'm going to let the time go by as I'm doing this. Okay, I'm fine with it being midnight. It's taking a second on that. That's fine. Okay. And then we'll do you. That's perfectly fine. Good. Good. It has services on the cube team, so it looks like they could actually, in theory, manage their own stuff. They might need some extra people, but I think they can handle themselves. Right, who's the lead of the cube? Quincy Cooper. Okay, Quincy, you're in charge of this. Quincy, your prototype software is going to be the Cube 1955. I'm going to queue you a sequel up myself instead of that. Is that what? You want a fixed rate? Okay. And? We already got a lead on that team. Right. Give it the full production line, 2 months iteration code down. Do update tech and that. I'll leave it at the baseline. Use frameworks and handle marketing. Frameworks. We got only sequels. Yep. And use own licenses. Yep. Print jobs. So this is going to be the number of jobs each project to be assigned and copies. Add percentage at the end. Percentage of the followers of the project. Or physical copies ordered or resale and release. Percentage of the followers. So what I'm going to say on this is it's going to be 5 million. Okay. Just a big number, realistically speaking. And then I'm going to get the cube, make a sequel. Okay, this is the sequel. It's going to be called the Cube 2. It's only worth $8 on subscription. And we'll add one feature to it, hair simulation. And then I'm going to assign that to projects. Hang on a minute. That's the Cube 12 up there, 2. Check the price is fine. Yep, assign that to project. Yeah, I'm sure. The cube. Right. They've got that now, so they should be fine to run that like so. I can't see an issue with them running it. Okay. And then I want to go back over here. How are we doing? They printed everything we needed. Great. And it's almost done as well, so I'll do a press build on it. Oh, I'm interested now. Best employee, that's good. Best product, that's great. Most profitable, that's even better. Right, good. Right, the OS team's gonna get their new trophies in here. Okay. I'm specifying the actual trophies themselves, just to be careful and hope that it won't do anything silly and disappear magically. Okay, and then we'll put the new shelves in. I'm trying to phase those shelves out with practicality as it goes along. So this is a permanent one. Ooh. that's going to be better off in the reception. Yeah. So we put it here. That's going to really help in that room. Right. 95. 95. And that is as it is. Right. Unless I've got a base I could put. I'll put this one back in. It will help the mental strain slightly. It won't do much though. Right, that's great to see. So they'll have reduced impairments of every nature. So that will allow them to do their jobs without having to leave for food, or have any furniture decay, and there's no dirt in the room. This room will never be dirty ever again, which is even better. So I hope they guard that with their lives, because it's worth $1 million. And that is not surprising that it's worth $1 million. That, in fact, doesn't amaze me. I wish we could buy them, but we had to pay like a fortune, like hundreds of millions for it. I would definitely invest in them. So, or rob them. That would be an interesting dynamic. Like, go to work one day and be like, our trophy was stolen and put on the black market. Oh no. Right, what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to replicate that type of setup on that side at some point, just so at least they line up. Otherwise it's going to drive my nut insane. Not Neen's head, by the way, not... Yeah, I had to clarify that. Right, we're going to do that now, just so it's out of the way. So, let's do that. Okay. Let's have a look at this. So they've got these that are probably a waste, based on the fact that it hasn't broken down yet on me. So I'm going to declare them a waste. Okay. And then I'm going to regret that later, because then the game's going to be like, nope, you need them. You have to build them again. I'm not working till you build them. It's going to be like that on me, I know it is. Right, can they... Yeah, they can get under there. So, now then. Okay, let's first off line these up a bit better. Okay. Right, and then have you to there. That to there. Okay. Great. Okay, perfect. You're the only one that's got a line up wrong. Okay, that looks great. They're mirrored now at least, so... The only thing that's not mirrored is the exact positioning of the belts and stuff. I'm not too worried about that. It's negligibly noticeless. You know, I'm not gonna go, ooh, what if, you know, what if they need to get to the sorter? They don't. They never are gonna go, oh boss, I need to get to the sorting device. Thankfully. Otherwise that would be a nightmare to make possible. Right. Yeah, people can go on holiday and I'm not complaining. People can be ill, people go on holiday. Clear all those. Right. This is almost done. It is just taking its time because of the hardware factor. It is literally super optimization that we're waiting on. Okay. So what I'll do is I'm going to quickly have a look at all the teams. And then I'm going to go into development. We're going to have a look at hardware. And I'm going to attach the cube and I'll leave it at that. We'll attach just the cube and we'll see if they can help get the hardware moving along a little. I know they're designing their own software. Their reckoning's 98. Okay, that's not too long away, I guess. Fairly decent. Okay. Right. That's fine then. So we've mastered 2D audio, games, office, software nearly, and OS. Okay. I think for office software, I'm going to increase a gap in between. I think I lowered the percentage. So I'm going to raise this. And then that way there's always a gap in between. Okay. Right, a lot of people are leaving here. That's fine. It's looking pretty looked after in here. I love how these tell me like 100% efficiency. I do like seeing all these like things turned on, but I wish there's a way it could be told when it needs to be on and when not to be on. Because I wish I could do it on this floor, but I just can't because I've got these here. So I'd have to unspecify those, and I don't want to have to do that. There should be an option here. It says when off, turn off belts. Okay, right. That's fine. You're kidding me. 100%. Come here. Alright. 23 or 26 employees are unqualified for the task. Yep, that sounds about right. That does. It is a 3-star hardware task, and only 3 of our employees have 3 stars in hardware, so I can understand that issue, but it's done. So now we put it in for review, and this is really going to matter, this review, because I have a feeling it's not going to get finished today. I think I'd be optimistic to try and get it into the next phase. Bearing in mind we're on hard mode, so either our employees are really good or I need to revise it. And it turns out they're really good, so... Okay then. Right, well done employees. What we'll do then is we'll promote it by all means, and yeah. PlaySports just released the 12th version of the game. Woo. You know what I'm going to do for that then? I'm going to give it some DLC already. Make sure this is assigned to PlaySports as well. And assigned to PlaySports as well. Okay. They're barely using 3D stuff yet? Wow. That is some questionable design line, because it means there's not much story I can put in this. Ah, that's annoying. Right. Sure we'll make that. Not much story in that game. So I can only imagine it's not going to be that great, annoyingly enough. Doesn't matter though, not my problem. Until it is my problem. How are we doing in our stocks area? It's down a few percent. Okay. That's fine, and this is coming down for the first time in a while. So while it's down, I might invest into it. Put 12. I like to do them in 6 million quantities just to have different shares. Like if I want to take out only half, I'd have to take out the whole thing and put back in. Kind of have 2 sets of them. They want to buy the PlaySports 1 IP, and they also want to get our hosting area. 76 million for the IP, that's pretty good, I'll be honest. But no. The F1 Manager 2016, we'll host it. It's free cash, really. It's simple to host anyway. Right. There is one thing I want to point out, is that we now have better servers. And I'm aware of this, but I'm just going to avoid it for now. Even though it could be good. Also, I feel like we have better computers available, don't we? I could be a clown, but fairly confident we do. Pause time a second. Go into research. 3D. Get me this year's 3D, and then at least we've done all the way through to now. Right. Computers. Do we have laptops yet? We do. Right. Select the entire building. That selects all the sites now. That is great. Select all furniture. Select replace. And then I want laptops. Oof. I was happy I looked away for that, because that would have been loud if I'd been staring at it. How much did I just spend, though? That is not much at all. If that's all of the buildings all done, that's really cheap, actually. It is too, they're all done. Okay then. Well, we've got laptops in now, that's great. They have their office chairs as well. That's nice. At the condition of our waiting room, it's clean, it's tidy, it's warm, and it's ready. I don't know what they're complaining about, but the condition of this room has no problems. It can't have. It has the trophy in it. Honestly. Let's access the platform. They should be able to just join on. Yeah, they did. I like how we make up 43% of the actual market, but reach 73% of our customers on this. And that's just my stubbornness to not go in other parts of the market. Purely to stick to our own area. Okay, we'll do a press release for that. I won't just throw it out there and be like, hey, new software. I'll have a formal write-up for it at least. Okay. I think this can come out today's Christmas. No, sorry, this year's Christmas, not today's Christmas. Let's say December of 96. That gives us a few months. And then I'm gonna say to the press, hey, guys, go and scream it to the ceilings if you want to, but it's coming out this year. Right. That's fine. That's great to see the percentage going up. Can only hope that keeps going up, as that's the goal. Okay, that's fine. Pixel expansion is ready to proceed. So proceed it shall. And I'll press build it at the end of the day, and we'll also say this is coming out for September of this year. I'm just going with the recommended date on that. We'll host that. I'm going to reject that offer, and we'll host that by all means. Okay, that looks fine. And then we are going to give it a second. Okay. Software, we're all fine. What are we making money on right now? I'm a bit curious. 58 in... We're making a lot of sales. Well, what exactly are we selling? I haven't got a damn clue, if I'm honest. Is it the new sports game that's selling a lot? Your releases. Could be. Could be AUX, look how much that's made. Wow. That's a lot. Whatever it is, it's making us a fortune. Looks like the Mafia just made us a boatload last month. So it's the Mafia and these. Okay. Looking at the months I can see, and I love how the box 6 is still making us sales, and the Mafia from back in the day is somehow, I don't know how that's the case. You know what I'm gonna do? I won't update the audio or that, but I'll update the systems to the modern era so it's backwards compatible. And then that way, rather stupidly, if they want to play it, they can on a modern system. It's a bit silly of me, but we'll go with it. You want either a luxury car or a meal. 5,000 every day or just a car at a fixed rate. Well, you still kind of, mind my French, crap, but I'll go with the car because it's long-term cheaper than the meal, and I don't really care about the cost right now. I can live with the luxury car compared to the meal. The meal would be insane to fund. The car, not so much. Right. I need to path this at some point. I'm not gonna yet. How are we looking on this? These guys are real happy, and you are... Yeah, you're growing, but not much. Do me a favor, services. Let's hire some marketers. All of these people are being hired. Great. And then they'll be in tomorrow at least, ready to work on the projects. Okay. Let's have a quick look. Okay. Right. The Mafia update's ready, so that can go out. I'd be amazed if it's going to drive up sales on that. It's not the goal. The goal is to... Oh, in add-ons. I read that and I was like, in the last month we made 21 million. I'm like, who's the blooming X playing it still? Alright, and I will port it. I'll authorize a port on it. There's all these platforms now that can handle it. So... I'll let them do this for fanfare purposes, is all I'm doing it for. I'm not doing it because it makes sense. I'm doing it because it's kind of like the original of the company, so... Right, this is sold out, which is insane. So, printing line-wise, I'll let them throw a few copies onto the roof and yeet them into space by helicopter, and then drop them on people's houses, because that's totally how you ship to people these days. You just drop a package on their house. Sounds like a bomb, really, that, but anyway. 3 people just retired in one go. Is there some scandal I don't know about? Or are they just all retiring at the same time? No, they're all retiring. I love how they're saying the box is cutting edge, or bleeding edge, it says there, but that is really good to see that people like the newest version of the box. That's great. 3D engine wise, Cube is due for 2001. I might make them bring that forward a little. Bring it down to 400. What would that look like? February 2000? Okay, I'll go with that. I don't want to bring it down too much, but I definitely want it out sooner than later. So, right, we can stop printing on this. We've definitely printed enough. Okay, I'll let them get that out of stock, and that's fine. Who's not having their social needs met? The OS team. You shouldn't be complaining about your needs because you're in a room where your needs are reduced. Oh, it's because you're not in that room. Honestly. I don't get it. I don't get his logic. His needs aren't met, so I'll leave the room where they would be met. It's not really smart in my opinion, but you know what? I'm not judging. Right. I'm gonna keep going. We're gonna get the box out for today. The Phoenix box, which is... we need a better name for it than that, really. But then again, I'm not gonna be picky over it. I love seeing how efficient that looks. It just looks like it would be efficient, but it definitely ain't. It definitely has flaws in that machinery there. It's a case of identifying them, really. Ways of doing it. Might build a new layout for it. I don't know. We'll see what we get with it for now. I'm amazed they're still working on this. 3 people complained about social needs, all on the OS team. Interesting. Oh. Best employer. Second best product. Third best design? Are you kidding me? No, first most profitable though. Okay. Well, we are at $1.5 billion, so yeah, that sounds about right. I'd be amazed if it ain't the most profitable. I am conscious that as we're getting into the modern era that this is going to need a revamp, and the studios and stuff probably making even more efficient than they currently are, maybe. I don't know yet. We'll work it out. Released AUX tool. Okay. I'll print another 5 million. And then that way I know for a fact that's in stock. Right. Look at those belts just sending it up. And then like so. I might add a buffer area up here. Might do. It might be worthwhile, really, having a buffer area. Alternatively, we could also probably rotate where the helipads are facing, maybe? That way I can get them in the same line. I know someone mentioned that, and they're not wrong. If you do it a certain way, you can face them on the same line. It's just a bit of a pain. And I know there's an alternative helipad mod where you have it flipped. Both are seeming reasonable, but I've lived with that for now, so I think I'll just keep living with what it's like. I'm not too phased by it. I do like seeing that people are for some reason using the Metro and the Buzz, but the Buzz, like, one person? Like, come on. Honestly. Don't matter. Right, what's the deals? They want to buy the IP for that for chump change, in my view. Okay. Well, you know what we did then? We turned it down. Right. We're in July. Burglars were looking to loot us, but they went home empty-handed. That's always great to read. I always like seeing that, where it says they went home empty-handed. It's really good that they are. It shows them that crime won't work for them. They're a bunch of bloody idiots. Right. How we actually... It's the cube... who hasn't got any awards? Because we'll give it to them. Because I'm trying to distribute this fairly. But everyone has awards, so... a new support building might be in order. And then that way I can have them all on one floor, maybe. I don't need as many workers necessarily for support. I just need them all on one floor. Maybe I'll even that building, you know. It's not too complicated to do. Why does your name look familiar? I don't know why. Okay, they finished the printing job for that. AUX, you've got 5 million in stock. Okay. That's fine. So will that keep printing when it needs them? Or has it stopped now for good? I'm going to leave it running. We'll see. Right, we're in August. We're a few months away. Just a few months to go. We get to see the box go out. While we're waiting on that, let's market this. Get the hype going back up on it. I saw it was going down then. So I'll do that. And we'll also give this a press build. Okay. Hopefully that gets a bit of more... Okay, 4 more people. 4 more people's more than we had. Not complaining. Okay. Right. Both are OS, both are long-term workers. Well, I'm sorry, but come on. Guys, you've got the trophies in this room. And it's not even the right floor I'm on. So, what's to complain about, really? What I need to do is automate antivirus for the Wolfguard team next. That's definitely what I need to do next. Because they've not done a single thing since we put them together, I don't think, have they? That's a point to be made. So while I'm waiting on the release for that, let's do a few things here. First off, we need to research the 3D. And that 3D tech's now in research. We didn't get 95's 3D, which is not the best on our part, but we're fine with that. Put the marketing out for that. Tries that up a bit further. That's great. Do a press build on it as well. Try and keep that market opinion going up on it. Right. Pause time. Last minute. Pixel. Needs printing and releasing. I'll give it the initial amount of copies it wants. Then we'll go from there. Right. Okay, it's sold out almost instantly, which is fine. That's perfectly fine. I'm letting it print for a bit now. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, I figured it would already be an extreme number, so that's good to go. And you're good to be taken off that list too. So that was restocking that from the looks of it. So these are all going to get shipped off even though they're low. Okay, that's fine. Who's complaining? Might have to ask an employee to retire. I keep getting complaints. Who even are you? Your friend's gone, there's nothing to do, you feel stuck here, I feel isolated. That's a long list of things, and he's under the weather, so he's not exactly the happiest employee on God's green earth. But with that said, he's happy with his benefits, so he can be quiet and enjoy his benefits, in my view. Because I do think they're actually pretty nice, those benefits, if you ask me. Especially the healthcare one. That one's great provision for employee health and safety. I also like seeing that we've got this up to 1,000. That's great. This is almost ready. That's made 1 million. I'm not going to market that any further. Almost at 2 billion. Wow. It's a big number. It's a big number, but it's even better by the fact that we are getting there with very limited, like, expense or cost issues. So, like, we're not going into debt at all at any time. And we're making, like, 40 million a month. That's a lot. So it's 23 million every day. Totaling up to 40 million. Yeah. 50 million, but expenses included, it's up to 40 million. So spending 10 million a month almost. Which is fine. I'm going to do something here, and we're going to set this company wide, just in case anyone doesn't have these rights as of yet. We have food, Christmas bonus, car company, and night shift compensation. Make sure that cycles around the entire company once more. The patent for 95 is done. So I did research 95. Idiot. I thought I had, because I could have sworn I remembered saying, "Hey, we got it 5 years in a row." Honestly, I'm an idiot. And 96 is almost done research, and we're in December. Right. Let's put the box out. Okay, and give it a 50,000 budget. And I'll let them print for a bit more, and then the actual thing out, 50,000 as well. Okay, yep, sign that. So the box needs more, the controller needs none. So I'll let the box get printed a bit more. And then it needs an update. So pause time quickly. Oh my god, it's way behind the modern era. Way behind. Right, give it that update. Let's hope that's a good enough update for it. Okay. Bring this down here. Finish that. Let the lawyers take it. Right. Who's assigned to this? Is everyone assigned to it? Yeah, okay. Keep that going. That's fine. Curiosity killed the cat, but in this case I'm just curious to see. It did rise the numbers on Mafia. That's a nice thing to see. We got a lot of retirements again. It's a shame. I'm gonna do some ports here now. So I'm gonna port PlaySports and Mafia to the box. hopefully. I think it should be compatible with this, yeah. So I'll port you to those, and I'll port all the latest stuff. Just out of interest to sale figures. Okay. Like so. Okay. And again. And Mafia, which is here, also needs a port. Onto apparently Sloth. Okay then, that's a bit odd, but okay. So those are all going to take forever to do. I am curious to see the sales figures, so we're about to find out. 3 million. Or 500,000. Okay, are we still printing anything? Because if we are, we can stop by all means by now. In stock 2.9 million, gold 3 million. I'll leave it running. I'll leave it. If we need any in it, we'll get them in. Looks like we're doing good though. I wonder if we are. Yeah, we're unfazed. Wow. Okay then. Let's start the research on this year's 3D, of course. Try and keep that trend going. Nice seeing that everything's getting ported. And with that said, guys, I've enjoyed today's episode and I hope you did too. So, thank you once again for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like in the video. I hope also with it being such a long episode, you got to see everything you wanted to today. I was really aiming for the other box to get out. And since it's now out, we're making a fair bit of money. I mean, 7 million already. That's great. But guys, we gotta wrap it up. So like I said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscription. And we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.